Hey there, future doctors. Welcome to the HelloMentors Ultimate NEET UG Counseling Series, where we break down the complex counseling process into smart steps. With the counseling just around the corner, I'm pretty sure all of you are confused, worried, stressed about how this entire counseling process is going to work, and that is why we're going to decipher how the Karnataka State Counseling is going to work and what are your chances. What are the different types of seats, and most importantly, how many different types of colleges will you be eligible to participate? All that and more is going to be discussed. So what all are we going to be talking about in today's video? We're going to understand what the KEA is and how many different types of medical and dental colleges are there in the state of Karnataka. Now, once you know these dental colleges and the medical colleges, but it becomes very, very essential for you to understand if you are eligible for these seats or not. So this is ideally where we will understand what are the eligibility codes in the state of Karnataka, because very interestingly, there are 17 different eligibility codes in the state of Karnataka, what we refer to as the clause codes as well. Then that is going to be followed with the seat division, how the seats are bifurcated across different types of quotas, different types of seats. What is the very interesting reservation policy that Karnataka carries, and on the basis of your religion and mother tongue, Karnataka also houses minorities as well. So what are that and all that more we'll get into, giving you an overview of the medical colleges and the seat division and the reservation, so that you will get a better understanding of what type of seats you are eligible for. Once you've understood the eligibility of what type of seats, then the next step that comes is going to be your counseling procedure that is going to be there. How does the Karnataka State Counseling work? What were the changes that were made from 2023 to 2024, and what may be the changes in the coming years as well, which are going to decide the cutoffs as well. So on that note, let us begin today's video, and then we will go through the whole of what KEA has to offer. Alright, now what is this KEA, this KCT, KEA? You would have heard a lot about all of this already. The Karnataka Examination Authority is the sole counseling authority when it comes to your medical, dentistry, Ayush courses, not only limiting it to allied health sciences, but also for your engineering, for your architecture, multiple different streams across the state of Karnataka. The sole examination and the counseling authority that is going to be there is going to be your Karnataka Examination Authority, which has been established for over 2 decades now, established in the year 1996 in the very beautiful location of Malleshwaram. That is going to be there. The link is going to pop up for the website. If you're looking at, if you do not know what the link is going to be, the link is going to be popped up here. You can visit that link, and this is where all your official updates of the KEA is going to be there. Okay. Now, under the KEA, if the KEA has to do counseling for the medical and the dental courses, first we'll get an understanding of how many colleges are there within the state of Karnataka. But before we get into the numbers that matter, Karnataka has different types of medical colleges that are going to be there. In the Karnataka State Counseling, you will see the government medical colleges, you will see the private medical colleges, and you will see something called as deemed universities. Now, you might be wondering, deemed universities are under MCC. Why are you telling it under the Karnataka state? Well, deemed universities in Karnataka have a very interesting offering where government seats are going to be available as well. So which are those deemed universities? How can you target them? How can you qualify for these? We will understand. Now, talking about the numbers, when we are looking at it, we have a total of 24 government medical colleges that are going to be there in India, followed by which 35 private medical colleges, and of the 12 deemed universities, 6 deemed universities offer government seats only for Karnataka domicile candidates as well. So this was about the medical setup that you are looking at in the state of Karnataka. When we are looking at it from the dentistry point of view, there are 3 government dental colleges that you are going to see and 35 private dental colleges that are going to be there. But on the whole, there are 7 dental deemed universities, but none of them offer government seats when it comes to dentistry. So know this point. For dental deemed universities, no government seats, but for medicine, deemed universities do offer government seats as well. Okay. Now that you know how many colleges are there, but who is eligible to participate in Karnataka and who is not eligible to participate in Karnataka, let us understand. The most basic clause codes or the eligibility clause codes, what we refer to as, are what we refer to is the clause A and the clause B. Now, clause A is the most common factor where any candidate or the future doctor of this country has studied for a minimum period of 7 years within the state of Karnataka, and they have completed either 10th or 12th in the state of Karnataka. Now, very focused, 10th or 12th. They don't have to do 10th and 12th, but either one of them with 7 years of education within the state of Karnataka, they are considered as Clause A, which opens them to all types of seats within the state of Karnataka. Similarly, one more very common find in the clause code is going to be the Clause B that is going to be there, where the candidate is studied 11th and 12th within the state of Karnataka, but either of the parents have had 7 years of education within the state of Karnataka, then you will be able to come under Clause B as well. Now, one of the most important and very common, a very nice question that we get asked throughout this process is going to be, what if either of the parents have not had any form of education at all? Well, there are also solutions for the same. For that, if you come under one of these categories, well, the team of HelloMentors is more than happy to help you along this journey. So, these Clause A and Clause B was under the basis of education either of the candidate or the parents that are going to be there. But of the 17, we've just finished 2. We have 15 more to go. Now, on the basis of mother tongue is where you will see Clause C and Clause D. If your mother tongue is Tulu, Kodava, Byari, or you speak Kannada, then you can also claim your domicile of Karnataka under Clause C or Clause D as well. Followed by which, on the basis of defense services, if you're currently serving in defense, you served in the defense, are from Karnataka or served in Karnataka, you have the clause codes of E, F, G and H that can apply to you as well. So this E, F, G and H, again I'll reiterate, is for based on defense services that you've had in Karnataka or are from Karnataka. Similarly, when we are looking at it, we have clause codes on the basis of government employment. You might be a Karnataka state government employee, or you might be the union government employee or any other state government employee. Then there is a possibility of, depending on your service in Karnataka or based on your home state, you have Clause I, J, you have K and L, where the clause codes are going to be satisfying, which will give you the domicile status within Karnataka State Counseling as well. Now, apart from these, we've discussed based on studies, we've discussed based on mother tongue, we've discussed based on defense services, and then followed up with government services that are going to be there. There are again few other clause codes that are also going to be a part of it. We have 5 more clause codes left. We've understood 12 of them already. Now, if you're a migrant of Jammu and Kashmir, then in Karnataka, you can still participate for the J&K seats that are going to be there, where every single government medical college in Karnataka will offer 1 Jammu and Kashmir migrant seat. Under the Clause M, you will be able to participate. Followed by which, if you studied in Kannada medium, not in Karnataka but outside of Karnataka, yes, that is also a possibility. Then you can claim for the domicile of Karnataka under Clause N. And if either of the parents are a part of the CAPF or were a part of the CAPF, the Central Armed Police Forces, then under Clause O, you will be able to claim the domicile status of Karnataka as well. Now, 15 clause codes of the 17 is done, and this covers almost everything that is going to be there. But here's one piece of information. Karnataka is an open state. Now, what do I mean by an open state? Even if you do not come under one of these 15 clauses, Clause A to Clause O, that means you've never stepped foot in Karnataka, neither of your parents are government employees, part of the defense, your mother tongue is not any of the above mentioned languages that were there. But you can still participate in Karnataka for the private seats, and this is why we call Karnataka state as an open state as well. So, if you do not satisfy any of Clause A to Clause O, then you can come under Clause Y, where you can still participate for Karnataka State Counseling as well for the private medical colleges within the state of Karnataka. And if you are an NRI, then you will directly come under Clause Z in Karnataka, which is reserved only for the non-resident Indians that are going to be there. Okay, now we'll digress. We've understood all about who is eligible for the counseling. But on the basis of the eligibility, what seats or how many seats are you going to be eligible for? And that is something that we'll discuss a little more in depth. Now, like we told you, if you already remember, how many government medical colleges does Karnataka house? There are a total of 24 government medical colleges that Karnataka is currently housing. Are we expecting new medical colleges? Yes, definitely there are possibilities. There are 4 expected, 2 probably in this year, and then 2 more coming up in the following years as well. So 24 government medical colleges where the fees is approximately around 65,100 rupees and goes up to 1,10,000 approximately as well. Now, the total of the government seats that are going to be there, ideally 85% of the government medical college seats are there within the state. Now, where did the other 15% go? Well, the 15% is now going to get contributed to something called as the Medical Counseling Committees Counseling, which is the all India level counseling. Want to know how the MCC's counseling works? You can click on the I button and you can watch the MCC's video as well to give you a comprehensive understanding of the different types of counseling that you're going to see. Now, coming back to Namma Karnataka state, Karnataka, the 24 government medical colleges have almost 3,100 seats that are going to be there. So a total of 3,098 seats that are going to be there are in the government medical colleges of Karnataka, which fall in the fee range of anywhere between 65,000 to 1,10,000 that is going to be there. Followed by which all the private medical colleges of Karnataka. Yes, Karnataka houses 35 different private medical colleges that are going to be there, and all of them only participate in the Karnataka State Counseling, where we have a total of approximately 5,995 seats that are going to be there, almost 6,000 seats that are going to be there in the private medical colleges that are going to be there. But these 5,995 seats are going to get split across 4 different types of seats as well. That is something that we're going to be following up on next. Followed by which I told you that there are 6 deemed universities out of the 12 deemed universities in Karnataka that offer government seats. Yes, a total of 189 seats are offered by these 6 deemed universities, where their fees is just going to be from 1.5 lakh rupees approximately and goes up to 6 lakh rupees per annum that is going to be there. Usually, the deemed university fee structures in Karnataka starts from 17.5 lakh rupees and goes up to 23.5 lakhs. But if you are a domicile of Karnataka, if you are coming under clause A to clause O, then you have a possibility to get a seat allotted in these deemed universities as well. And they have some big names, colleges like KMC Mangalore, JSS Mysore, JNMC Belagavi, K. Segde, and a couple more that are going to be there, which are big names in the medical college fraternity that is going to be there. So, want to know how you can participate for these options? What are your chances? Well, you have nowhere else to go but connect with the Hello Mentor team. How do you connect with the Hello Mentor team? All the details are given in the link below. You can connect with our team and avail a free one-to-one session to understand what are your possibilities of getting into a medical college this year, or for that matter, even for dentistry or Ayush courses as well. Okay. Now, I'll take it back a notch. Remember, I told you the 5,995 seats of the private medical colleges, they are split into 4 types. Well, let us understand the private colleges division. First, the 35 private medical colleges are further divided into 3 different types of medical colleges. You have the minority private medical colleges, you have the non-minority private medical colleges, and then you have something called as the state university that is going to be there. Yes, Karnataka is one of the few states where we have the concept of state universities, where these private medical colleges, or rather private universities, have been given the autonomous status that is going to be there. But all these 3 types of private medical colleges that I refer to offer 4 types of seats that is going to be there: the private college government seat, private college private seat, private college NRI seat, and the private college management quota seat that is going to be there. Now, each of these type of medical colleges, minority has a different type of a percentage for the government seats, for a different type of a percentage for the private seats. Similarly, for the state universities and the non-minority, there's a different type of percentage of seats that are going to get offered as well. But just to give you an overview of what will be the fees in these types of seats in these medical colleges, for the private college government seat, the fees is going to be 1,57,000 approximately, that is going to be there per annum fees that is going to be there. Followed by which, if you are trying for a private college private seat in a minority or a non-minority college, then your fees is approximately going to be 12 lakh rupees per annum. But if you are interested to participate in the state university, then the private college private seats fees in the state university starts from 16 lakh rupees and goes up to 25 lakh rupees per annum. And state universities has some very big names in it, colleges like your MS Ramaya, SDM Dharwad, Adi Chunchanagiri, the newly established PES. All of these are examples of state universities where their private seats are on the little higher end. As we come to the NRI and the management quota, the fee starts from about 26-27 lakh rupees per annum and goes up to a maximum cap of 45 lakh rupees per annum that are going to be there, where the fees are going to be relatively on the higher side as well. Okay. So these were about the different types of private medical colleges. What are the seats that they offer? Now we've understood the government medical colleges. we've understood the private medical colleges, we've understood the deemed universities. So in total, Karnataka in the state quota counseling has a total of 9,282 seats that will appear in the state quota counseling. But here's a very important question. Are you eligible for all of these seats which are appearing in the state quota counseling? Well, that is where a very, very interesting concept of reservations and minorities take into a different setup. So, Karnataka as of today houses over 76 different types of categories that are going to be there. And your 9,282 state quota seats that are going to be there are going to get split across all of these 76 different categories. Now, how are these categories 76? They've come under the umbrella of the reservations. What are the different types of reservations that are there in the Karnataka State Counseling? Now, that is something that we are about to find out. The first basis of reservation that you will see is on the basis of caste. Okay. If you do not come under any of the caste, or then if you come under the general merit, then there is no particular reservation per se that is going to be there. You will be under the general merit quota that is going to be there. But if you come under the OBC, that is the other backward classes, then it is going to be split into 5 different types that are going to be there. That is category 1, 2A, 2B, 3A and 3B. Now, this is where the 5 different types of OBC split is going to be there, where 32% of the seats are reserved for OBC candidates within the state of Karnataka. Now, want to know which is your caste and they come under which type of OBC, or do you come under OBC or not? Well, you can connect with the team of HelloMentor, because apart from your caste, there is also a specific income limit that you are not supposed to be crossing in order to claim OBC within the state of Karnataka as well. Now, this is going to be followed with another couple of castes that is going to be there, which is the scheduled tribes and the scheduled castes that are going to be there. Now, for the scheduled tribes, there are a total of 7% of seats that are reserved for the ST candidates in Karnataka, and SC has a total of 17% seats that are going to be there in the government seats of Karnataka. So what does that mean? 32% for OBC, 17% for SC and 7% that is going to be there for the ST candidates that are going to be there. That means the remaining 44%, because these make up 56%, the remaining 44% of the seats that are going to be there are for the general merit candidates. And here's a good news, or not probably, but all the reserve candidates are going to be eligible for the general merit seats that are going to be there. Yes, even if you're an OBC, SC or an ST, you're eligible for your quota seats as well, but you are also going to be eligible for the general merit seats. Simple reason, because they are called as the unreserved seats. No reservations are going to be applying for those seats. Apart from these, in Karnataka, we have something called as the horizontal reservations. The reservations that I spoke about on the basis of caste, there's an attachment that comes to it as well. So, if you've done your education in Kannada medium, then you have something called as the Kannada medium quota. If your area of study is in a rural area, Karnataka then applies something called as the rural quota that is going to be there as well. Along with this, if you belong to the Hyderabad Karnataka region, or now it is very commonly called as the Kalyana Karnataka region, where you are going to be a part of, let us say, the districts of Raichur, Gulbarga, Koppal, Bidar, Bellary. If you're going to be a part of all of these districts, or one I missed out was Yadgiri. If you're from these 6 districts, you have something called as the Hyderabad Karnataka reservation that is going to be there. Apart from all of these separate horizontal reservations or the attachments that I spoke about, if you are affluent in sports, you are a part of the NCC, or you are from the part of the Anglo-Indian community, or let us say you are a migrant of Jammu and Kashmir, or if either of your parents are serving in defense or they did serve in defense, or they're a part of the Central Armed Police Forces or were a part of the Central Armed Police Forces, or if not, if you're a physically disabled candidate or you're a Scouts and Guides expert, there are 10 different types of special categories in Karnataka, and you should know what are the different requirements for these, because we've seen the cutoff go to as low as even 10 lakh, 11 lakh All India ranks as well for good colleges. And all of these reservations that I've spoken about till the special categories, all of these reservations are for the government seats. That means you're not exceeding the fees of 1.5 lakh rupees, except for one particular college which is at 6 lakh rupees, which is a deemed university government seat. So can you imagine 10 lakh All India rank is getting into a government seat under the 1.5 lakh or the 6 lakh or the 65,000 fee structure? Well, that is something that is very, very interesting as well. Apart from this, if you're a scheduled caste or a scheduled tribe candidate, or if you're an OBC category 1 candidate, you also have scholarship benefits within the state of Karnataka, where your fees is just going to be 750 rupees per annum. Yes, 750 rupees per annum, which is also technically just a KEA fee that you will have to pay for the government seats within the state of Karnataka. Now, you might be wondering, is there scholarships for others? There are multiple different factors that will apply, for which you can connect with the team of HelloMentor or find out more details of the same by visiting our portal, that is portal.hellomentor.in, where all the information that is required for all your counseling needs is in one place, because that is your one-stop solution for all your counseling data and requirements as well. Now, after we've discussed the different reservations under the government seats, now let us understand the private seats that are going to be there. For the private seats, once again, there is the Hyderabad Karnataka reservation or the Kalyana Karnataka reservation that are going to be there. So remember, for the 12 lakh seats that we spoke about, or the 16 to 25 lakh seat, yes, there is an additional horizontal attachment for the Hyderabad Karnataka candidates as well, where you will be able to claim that additional reservation. Followed by which, if your mother tongue is Tamil, Telugu or Tulu, then there are colleges where almost 36% of the seats are reserved only for candidates who speak the following mother tongues that we just spoke about as well. Or if your religion is Muslim, or if your religion is Christian and you're a Christian and a Roman Catholic, again there are specific seat reservations only for the religions that you are going to be following in Karnataka as well. So now, that is a great benefit, because sometimes I've seen the cutoffs go as low as 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs as well in the previous years also. So just to reiterate, if you follow Islam, if you're a Christian, if you're a Roman Catholic, or if your mother tongue is Tamil, Telugu or Tulu, then you have specific reservations called as the minorities within the state of Karnataka. But there are certain eligibility criteria requirements to claim all of these, for which you can drop a message or take a free one-to-one session with the team of HelloMentor as well. Apart from that, on the basis of nationality, if you're an NRI candidate, if you're an OCI or a foreign national, you will have eligibility in Karnataka. Well, these were the reservation umbrellas, which gets further split into 76 categories in the state of Karnataka as well. Okay, so that was about the reservation policies, that was about the college seat bifurcation. Oh wait, we seem to have forgotten one specific medical college that is going to be there. So the reservation policy that we spoke about was for a total of 34 of those private medical colleges, where they offer 4 types of seats. There is one very special medical college here in Koramangala in Bengaluru, which is the prestigious St. John's Medical College that is going to be there. Now, St. John's Medical College is the only private medical college in Karnataka that does not offer any government seat, NRI seat or a management quota seat. They only offer one type of seat, which is going to be the private seats that are going to be there. And out of the 150 seats that they have, 120 seats are reserved only from Roman Catholics. Roman Catholics from Karnataka, Roman Catholics from the north, Roman Catholics from the rest of India. 120 seats are going to be reserved for them. Followed by which 10 seats are only for candidates who are wards of employees of St. John's Medical College as well, or one of the St. John's hospitals. Now, what does this do? This is going to give you an internal quota that is going to be there, because either of your parents have worked for a particular period of time and are currently working in St. John's. Now, out of the 150, we've completed 130. Then we have the 20 more seats which are open to other candidates, where 10 seats is only for Karnataka domicile candidates coming under the clauses that we discussed earlier. Followed by which 10 seats are open. If you are not a domicile of Karnataka, you will be allowed to participate for these 10 seats for St. John's as well. And the fees is just in and around the 8 lakh rupees per annum mark as well. Followed by which you need to know one thing about St. John's is, after you've completed your MBBS in St. John's, that is 5.5 years of MBBS plus internship, you have 2 years of service bond that you will have to do. And if you are not willing to do it, you will have a penalty to pay of 25 lakh rupees. But if you choose to do the service bond, then you will get something called as the internal PG quota, which in fact is a very, very, very good benefit to have. Similarly, the other medical colleges of Karnataka, the other 34 medical colleges that are private, the 24 government medical colleges, and the 6 deemed universities offering the government seats, there is a 1-year rural service bond that is going to be there that has to be served in Karnataka as well. So that was the overview of the different types of medical colleges, who is eligible for Karnataka, and how do we understand what is the Karnataka State Counseling setup. Now, with this information, you have to enter into the counseling. Now, if you want to enter into the counseling, you will have to first register, which I'm pretty sure majority of you would have done the registrations. Even before the NEET applications were out, the Karnataka applications were out for the registrations to be interested to participate for the NEET counseling, which is then going to be followed with, after the NEET results are announced, there's a very high possibility that the KEA will announce one more window for registering, and what is the prices or what are the registration fees that you will be paying. If you're a UR or a general merit candidate, then your registration fee is going to be 600 rupees. If you're one of the reserved candidates, if you're an OBC, SC or an ST candidate, then your registration fee once again is 600 rupees. If you come under clause Y, the open candidate, then your registration fee is 2,500, and if you're an NRI, that is clause Z, then your registration fee is going to be 5,500 rupees that you will have to pay. Once you have registered, then Karnataka will announce the dates. Now, first step, registrations complete. Karnataka has announced the dates. You will have to do your choice filling. What do you mean by choice filling? Add the colleges of your choice according to your preferences as well. Now, you will have to be very careful in the Karnataka choice filling, because Karnataka will allow you choice filling only one time. Yes, you cannot add the choice filling for the second round of counseling. You cannot add new colleges. So you have to be precise with what colleges that you are going to be adding, and you'll have to also be very careful what type of seat you're adding. You might want to add a government seat for MS Ramaiah, but you might end up adding the private seat of MS Ramaiah, which is at 25 lakh rupees per annum. So you'll have to be very careful. So you've done the choice filling. After you've done the choice filling that is going to be there, then the results are going to be announced. Once the results are going to be announced, you have two different possibilities that are going to be there. Either you're going to be allotted with the seat, or you're not allotted with the seat. If you're not allotted with the seat, what will we do? We will proceed to the second round of counseling. But if you're allotted with a seat, KEA will give you 4 radio buttons, meaning 4 options that are going to be there, where it is called as the choice 1, choice 2, choice 3 and choice 4. Choice 1, I am very happy with this medical college, I will take this medical college. Choice 2, I kind of like this medical college, but I want to try for a better college in the second round of counseling. When this happens, all the colleges below your allotted option are going to be deleted. So again, you'll have to be very, very particular in how you're going to be doing the choice filling. Now, choice 3, I added this college by mistake. I changed my mind. I do not want to get into this medical college. When that happens, that particular college gets deleted in your option list. You cannot bring that back in the second round of counseling. So you'll have to be very, very particular. Or choice 4, for whatever so reason, you would have gotten a seat in MCC, you would have gotten a seat in other states that are going to be there. Well, you can exit the entire Karnataka State Counseling and not be eligible for the second round of counseling. Now, who is eligible for the second round of counseling then? Well, someone who opted for choice 2, someone who opted for choice 3, or someone who's not been allotted a seat that is going to be there. Yes, Karnataka, only these 3 types are going to be eligible. Karnataka does not allow you fresh registration in the second round of counseling, whereas MCC plays a little bit of a different role. MCC allows you the fresh registration that is going to be there. Once again, to know how the MCC's process works, get an overview of the MCC, you can click the link here and then you will be able to understand or watch the video of how the MCC's counseling process works. Coming back to Karnataka, then round 2. Round 2, once again, like we told you, you cannot add any options, but you can shuffle and edit the options that are going to be there. Okay, so you will be allowed to do that, and after that, again, the results are going to get announced. Again, 2 possibilities: you're either allotted a seat or you're not allotted a seat. If you are allotted a seat, you have to take the seat in this round itself. Otherwise, you will be out of the exit. You will have to be exiting the Karnataka State Counseling. Along with that, before the start of round 2, you will have to pay a 1 lakh security deposit, and if you're not taking the seat in the second round, that 1 lakh security deposit is going to be forfeited. So you lose 1 lakh, plus you're out of the Karnataka State Counseling completely for the year of counseling you are participating in. So be very careful with what colleges you're going to continue with in the second round of counseling. Now, if you're not allotted a seat, let us say you went for choice 2, you went for an upgrade, you did not get an upgrade, then what do? You have to compulsorily go back to the round 1 college that is going to be there. Now, if you're not yet allotted a seat in the first round or the second round of counseling, then you will proceed to the mop-up round or the third round of counseling that we call it. Now, the third round of a counseling has a very interesting concept of the security deposit. Well, in the year 2023, there was no security deposit in the second round of counseling, but there was security deposit that was there in the third round of counseling, which was at 1 lakh. In 2024, in the second round itself, there was a 1 lakh security deposit, and for the mop-up round that is there, your entire first year fee is going to be the security deposit. Now, if you want to participate in KIMS, then 12 lakhs is the security deposit. You want to participate in an MS Ramaiah, then 25 lakh is going to be your security deposit that you're going to be there. Now, in the mop-up round, you will be doing your choice filling. Once you've done the choice filling, you will go for a seat. Now, again, two possibilities that are there. You're either allotted a seat or you are not allotted a seat. If you are allotted a seat, then you have to take that medical college, and if you do not, your first year fee that you've paid as security deposit is going to be forfeited, and then you are out of the Karnataka State Counseling. If you're still not allotted a seat, there might be the fourth round, which we refer to as a stray vacancy round, and then if there is a seat after, then the special stray vacancy rounds will happen, which you will be eligible to participate as well. Now, this was the entire overview of how the Karnataka State Counseling process works. Now, you will participate in MCC, you will participate in state. Now you would want to understand how the coordination is going to be, because both of them are going to be happening simultaneously. How do you coordinate between two different types of counselings? Well, that is where you can visit our office at Bengaluru or in Chennai, or you can connect to our team by the details given below, and you can take a free 1-to-1 session of the same as well. So that was about this video. This is the ultimate NEET UG counseling series that are going to be there. Now, we've spoken about so much data. Want to know about the cutoffs of all of these medical colleges? What are the accurate fees of different types of medical colleges, and what are your chances of getting into a particular medical college? Then you can visit www.portal.hellomentor.in or click the link below, and you will be able to go find all the information, not only of Namma Karnataka, but the entire country all in one place. So you can make the smart decision on how you can pave your future of becoming a doctor. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Well, if you like the video, give us the thumbs up. You can subscribe and hit the bell notification, because we are going to be talking about multiple different types of counselings across the country that are going to be there, and you would want to make this complex counseling process in the most smartest steps possible. All right. Thank you so much.